Welcome to Morocco. Imagine a place where vibrant colors, exotic spices, and warm-hearted people come together to create a tapestry of wonder. That's Morocco for you, nestled at the crossroads of Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Morocco is the kind of place that will charm you, surprise you, and leave you longing for more. Life here is a dance of contrasts, ancient traditions mixing with modern vibes, tranquil deserts set against bustling cities. It's where you can savor a slow cup of Moroccan mint tea and feel the quiet calm of the Sahara, all in the same day. But wait, did you know Morocco is also home to goats that climb trees? Yes, you heard that right, and it's the only place in the world where you can find such a sight. It's also where you can find the legendary Blue City, Chefchaouen, which honestly looks like it was plucked straight from a dreamy movie set. But we'll get to all that in just a bit. Today we're about to explore not just Morocco's hidden gems, but also its legendary hotspots. This journey is a deep dive into life here, enriched by vibrant experiences, tantalizing cuisine, and incredible landscapes. Let's get going, trust me, it's going to be one for the books. Before we set off on our adventure, let me share a few fun tidbits about this place just so you can get an idea of how special it is. Morocco is where Berber, Arab, and French influences mix into one unique cultural pot. It's a land of bustling souks markets filled with aromatic spices, colorful textiles, and skilled artisans selling handmade wares. Oh, and if you've ever heard the term Moroccan whiskey, let me tell you, it's not what you think. It's actually mint tea, and it's a staple of hospitality, enjoyed several times a day with lots of sugar. Careful, it's addictive. Let's start the journey, shall we? Let's kick off our adventure by heading straight into the heart of Morocco, the Sahara Desert. If you've ever dreamed of visiting endless golden dunes where the sky and sand seem to kiss on the horizon, the Sahara will leave you utterly awestruck. Picture this, you're on a camel. Yep. They're not just for postcards, swaying back and forth as the sun sets, casting its fiery glow over the ever-shifting sand. Have you ever seen a sunset so beautiful that you wish it could last forever? That's the Sahara for you. Trust me, travel video 4000 material right here. Did you know the Sahara is almost as large as the United States? This vast desert, stretching across 9 countries, is home to some truly incredible landscapes, massive dunes, dramatic plateaus, and lush oases where palm trees dance in the wind. One of my favorite things here is spending a night in a traditional Berber camp. As night falls, you'll find yourself cozied up by a campfire under a sky lit up by a million stars. It's like the Milky Way just decided to put on a show for you. best part. The Berbers are more than just guides, they're storytellers. Their stories make the desert come alive, and if you're anything like me, you'll hang on to every word. Another unique feature of the Sahara is its diverse wildlife. While you might think a desert is empty, you'd be surprised at the creatures that call this harsh environment home. From the adorable fennec fox, with its oversized ears, to the Saharan silver ant that can withstand some of the hottest temperatures on Earth, the desert is full of surprises. The desert's ecosystem is more resilient and full of life than many people assume. The Ait Ben Haddou dunes are one of the most spectacular sights of the Sahara. Imagine golden sand dunes reaching heights of 500 feet, constantly shifting with the wind. These dunes are perfect for adventurous activities like sandboarding, a unique and exhilarating way to explore the desert. And when you need a break, why not take a jeep safari across the expansive terrain? The thrill of speeding over the sandy landscape is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. One lesser-known aspect of the Sahara is the numerous oases hidden among the dunes. These are lush green patches where palm trees and small settlements provide a respite from the otherwise arid environment. The locals here live a traditional lifestyle, relying on these oases for water and agriculture. You can witness the ingenious irrigation systems that have sustained desert life for centuries. Do you think you'd enjoy the idea of waking up in a tent in the middle of the desert, no alarms, just the sun rising over the dunes? If so, the Sahara is calling. Now, let's take a turn to something totally different: Marrakesh, the Red City. This place is like a kaleidoscope of colors, sounds, and scents. You can't talk about Morocco without talking about Marrakesh. It's the kind of place that's full of surprises. One moment you're surrounded by snake charmers in Jama El Fnay Square, and the next you're sipping a fresh orange juice, watching the world go by. This city's architecture will blow your mind. Take the Koutoubia Mosque, for example. It's the largest mosque in Marrakesh. A stunning testament to Morocco's rich architectural heritage. For a moment of tranquility, wander through the Majorelle Garden. botanical wonder brought to life by French artist Jacques Majorelle. And later restored by fashion legend Yves Saint Laurent. It's not just about the plants, it's about the electric blue colors that pop against the green Totally Travel video 4000 worthy. Jim'a El Fna is the soul of Marrakesh. This bustling square is a sensory overload in the best possible way. During the day, you'll find snake charmers, monkey handlers, and orange juice vendors. As night falls, the square transforms into a massive open-air food court, with tantalizing smells of grilled meat, spices, and traditional Moroccan dishes filling the air. Watching the square from one of the rooftop cafes gives you a perfect view of the action a travel video 4000 scene, if I ever saw one. And let's not forget the Medina, a maze of narrow streets packed with vendors selling everything from spices to rugs. It's an assault on the senses in the best way possible. The souks are a true delight, filled with vibrant textiles, intricately designed lanterns, and the scent of fresh leather goods. Would you dare to haggle in a bustling market like this? If you do, you're in for a fun ride. The palaces of Marrakesh are a must-see. The Bahia Palace, built in the late 19th century, is an incredible piece of architecture showcasing intricate stucco work, carved wooden ceilings, and lovely courtyards. The word Bahia means brilliance, and the palace truly lives up to its name. Walking through its beautifully tiled rooms, you can almost imagine the sultans and viziers who once lived here. For those interested in history, the Saadian tombs are a hauntingly beautiful remnant of Marrakesh's past. Dating back to the 16th century, these tombs were rediscovered in 1917. And the ornate tilework and carvings are simply stunning. It's a reminder of the incredible artistry that has flourished in Morocco for centuries. If you are looking for a different experience, why not try a traditional hammam? These public steam baths are an integral part of Moroccan culture. And there's nothing quite like being scrubbed clean and then relaxing in a steam-filled room. It's rejuvenating and will leave you with a sense of relaxation like no other. Next, we're off to Ait Ben Haddou, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that looks like it belongs in a history book or a Hollywood blockbuster. And in fact, it's been in both. You may recognize it from movies like Gladiator or TV shows like Game of Thrones. It's an ancient fortified village, or ksar, perched on a hill along the Uyula River. Imagine wandering through narrow alleyways surrounded by mud brick buildings. It feels like stepping into another era. This ksar has a unique charm. The reddish hue of the buildings against the blue sky is mesmerizing. You'll find yourself marveling at the ingenuity of the Berbers, who built this place using traditional mud bricks. The intricate designs on the Kasbahs showcase the Berbers' artistic skills and their ability to make something both functional and beautiful. It's a testament to Morocco's enduring culture, where history isn't just preserved, it's lived every day. Did you know that Ait Ben Haddou was also a significant point along the ancient trade route between the Sahara and Marrakesh? Caravans loaded with gold, salt, and spices used to pass through this region, making it a thriving hub of commerce and culture. Many families still live in the ksar today, maintaining the old ways. And you can often find artisans selling handcrafted items along the pathways. As you climb to the top of Ait Ben Haddou, the panoramic views of the surrounding landscape are simply breathtaking. From here, you can see the green riverbed contrasting with the arid hills. A perfect spot for capturing that travel video 4000 moment. The XR also offers insights into traditional construction techniques. The use of mud bricks, wooden beams, and straw creates structures that are not only beautiful but also environmentally sustainable, designed to stay cool in the summer and retain warmth in the winter. It's a living example of how humans have adapted to the environment for generations. Can you picture standing on a terrace here, looking out at the vast desert beyond? Now that's a travel video 4000 shot right there. From Ait Ben Haddou, we make our way to Merzouga, the gateway to the Sahara Desert. And the home of the Chabi dunes, some of the tallest in Morocco. If you thought sand dunes were boring, think again. These dunes change color throughout the day, shifting from soft golds to deep reds. There's something almost otherworldly about it. Merzouga offers all sorts of adventures, from camel trekking to sandboarding, which, let me tell you, is a thrill. And when you're ready to wind down, spend the night in a Berber camp. There's nothing like the sound of Berber drums under a sky full of stars to make you feel truly connected to the earth. The traditional Berber tents, made from camel wool, are designed to keep you comfortable, insulating against the cold desert nights and the heat of the day. The nearby Ait Shriji, a seasonal salt lake, is another fascinating aspect of Merzouga. During the wetter seasons, it attracts an array of bird species, including flamingos. The sight of these majestic birds against the desert backdrop is one of those moments that makes you realize just how full of surprises nature can be. One of the best ways to explore the Merzouga area is by taking a 4x4 excursion. These tours can take you to remote locations that aren't accessible by camel, allowing you to visit local Berber villages, fossil beds, and hidden oases. The people of the region have lived in harmony with this challenging environment for centuries, and learning about their lifestyle is a humbling experience. The dunes of Ait are also known for their healing properties. The locals believe that burying oneself in the hot sand for a few minutes can help relieve rheumatism and joint pain. Whether you're a believer or just curious, it's an interesting tradition to witness. Would you try sandboarding down a 492-foot dune? Because that's the kind of fun you can have here. Our next stop is the Atlas Mountains, a place that offers a whole new perspective on Morocco. This mountain range spans Morocco, Tunisia, and Algeria, but it's the Moroccan Atlas that boasts the highest peak in North Africa, Mount Topkal. The climb up Mount Topkal is no joke. But if you're up for the challenge, you'll be rewarded with stunning views that make you feel on top of the world, literally. The Atlas Mountains are also dotted with charming Berber villages, each one offering a unique glimpse into traditional Moroccan life. Walking through these villages, you'll notice how the locals live in harmony with nature, growing their own food and crafting beautiful items from raw materials. There's something so pure about life here, simple yet fulfilling. The fresh mountain air, the warmth of the locals, and the stunning vistas are a perfect reminder of why we travel: to connect, explore, and be inspired. Don't you think? The mountain passes are also rich in biodiversity. You might come across Barbary macaques, which are native to this region, or see shepherds leading their flocks through steep trails. The wildflowers, especially in spring, add a splash of color to the otherwise rugged terrain. And for the adventurous souls, there are numerous hiking trails, from gentle walks through lush valleys to challenging treks up rocky paths. The Tiziane Test and Tiziane Tika are two of the most famous mountain passes, offering dramatic switchbacks and jaw-dropping views. Traveling through these passes, you'll encounter roadside stalls selling fresh honey, fossils, and local pottery. It's a great way to support the local economy while picking up a unique souvenir. In winter, the Atlas Mountains become a ski destination. Ait Ben Haddou, located about 50 miles from Marrakesh, is Africa's highest ski resort. Skiing in Morocco may not be the first thing that comes to mind, but gliding down the snowy slopes with the Atlas peaks around you is an unforgettable experience. Fez is next, and let me tell you, this city is nothing short of a historical treasure trove. Known as Morocco's spiritual heart, Fez is home to the world's oldest existing university, the University of Al-Qarawiyyin, founded in 859 AD. Walking through the Medina in Fez is like taking a step back in time. The winding alleys are filled with craftsmen working away in their small shops, each one more intricate than the next. One of the must-see spots here is the Chewara Tannery. It's a sight to behold, large stone vats filled with vibrant dyes, and workers curing leather as they've done for centuries. Sure, the smell can be intense, but it's all part of the experience. The sight of workers standing knee-deep in colorful vats, applying dyes by hand, is one of those rare glimpses into a world where tradition still reigns. Would you brave the tannery to see one of the world's oldest craft industries up close? Fez is also famous for its madrasas, Islamic schools of learning like the Al-Atareen Madrasa, known for its stunning tile work and intricate carvings. The Medina of Fez, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is one of the world's largest car-free urban areas, making it perfect for exploring on foot. Just imagine walking down these ancient alleyways, each one revealing a new surprise. Whether it's a hidden courtyard, a centuries-old fountain, or the mouth-watering scent of freshly baked bread. The Nejrani Museum of Wooden Arts and Crafts is another highlight, housed in a beautifully restored caravanserai. Here you can learn about the traditional woodworking techniques that have been passed down through generations. The rooftop terrace offers a stunning view of the Medina, a perfect spot to take it all in. Fez is also known for its delicious cuisine. The street food here is not to be missed, from steaming bowls of harira, a traditional soup, to messaman, flaky, buttery flatbreads. The flavors are rich, complex, and comforting, just what you need after a day of exploring. Would you like to try your hand at cooking Moroccan dishes? Fez offers several cooking classes where you can learn to make dishes like tagine and couscous, bringing a taste of Morocco back home with you. From Fez, we head to the enchanting city of Chefchaouen, famously known as the Blue Pearl. The entire town is painted in shades of blue, giving it a serene and almost mystical vibe. Why blue, you ask? Some say it represents the sky in heaven, a reminder to live a spiritual life. Whatever the reason, the effect is stunning. Chefchaouen is nestled in the Rif Mountains, and the blend of blue buildings against the green backdrop of the mountains is truly something to behold. It's quieter here compared to cities like Marrakesh or Fez, making it a perfect place to unwind. Have you ever dreamed of getting lost in a place where every corner is postcard perfect? Because Chefchaouen might just be that place. It's Travel Video 4000 material. At its best, every street a scene worth capturing. The markets of Chefchaouen are filled with handicrafts that you won't find elsewhere in Morocco, such as woven blankets and wool garments made by local artisans. The relaxed pace of life here is contagious. And you'll find yourself wanting to linger in the cafe sipping mint tea and watching life unfold at a leisurely pace. Don't forget to visit the Spanish mosque, perched on a hilltop outside the city. The short hike is well worth it for the panoramic views of the blue town below. The Ras El Maha waterfall is another beautiful spot to visit. This natural spring is a popular gathering place for locals, and you can watch women washing clothes while children play in the water. The sound of the rushing water, combined with the cool mountain breeze, is incredibly refreshing, especially after a long walk through the Medina. If you're feeling adventurous, the surrounding Rif Mountains offer excellent hiking opportunities. Trails range from easy walks to more challenging treks, and the views of the valleys and hills are simply breathtaking. You might even come across small villages where you can get a glimpse of rural Moroccan life. Next, we're off to Tangier, a city that's been a gateway between Africa and Europe for centuries. Tangier has always been a place where different cultures blend, and you can see it everywhere from the architecture to the food. The Medina of Tangier is bustling and full of life. And you can easily spend hours wandering through the narrow streets. One of the highlights here is Cape Spartel, where the Atlantic Ocean meets the Mediterranean Sea. It's a dramatic spot with crashing waves and beautiful views, one that will make you appreciate nature's grandeur. The city also has a rich history with notable residents like writer Paul Bowles and artist Henri Matisse, who found inspiration here. Tangier's international zone status in the early 20th century made it a haven for artists, spies, and adventurers. And you can still feel that intrigue in the air. Another must-visit is the Caves of Hercules. Located just a short drive from the city. According to legend, this is where Hercules rested after completing his 12 labors. The cave opening that looks out to the sea is said to resemble the shape of Africa, and it's a popular spot for photos. Would you be inspired by such a storied city? Tangier is also home to the beautiful Casbah Museum, housed in the former Sultan's palace. The museum provides a fascinating insight into the history of the region, with artifacts ranging from prehistoric times to the modern era. The gardens here are lovely, offering a peaceful escape from the bustling city streets. Stroll along the Corniche at sunset, and you'll see why Tangier has captured the imagination of so many. The view of the sun dipping below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, is nothing short of spectacular, a perfect travel video 4000 moment. As you walk along the beach, you'll find local vendors selling roasted corn and warm peanuts, adding to the authentic Moroccan experience. Rabat, the capital city of Morocco, is a fascinating blend of modernity and history. The city has a relaxed vibe, which makes it a lovely change of pace from the more hectic parts of the country. A visit to the royal palace is a must. Even if you can only see it from the outside, its grandeur speaks volumes about Morocco's regal past. The Casbah of the Udayas is another highlight. This fortress offers beautiful views of the Bourg River and the Atlantic Ocean. The white and blue painted buildings give Casbah a Greek island feel, and it's a perfect place to stroll and enjoy the peacefulness of the city. Rabat is also home to the Hassan Tower, an incomplete minaret that stands as a symbol of the city. Next to it is the Mausoleum of Mohammed V, a beautifully designed building that holds the tombs of the former king and his sons. The changing of the guards here is a sight to behold, and the intricate details of the mausoleum interior make it one of the most beautiful monuments in the country. The city's modern areas also have their charm. Rabat's wide boulevards, clean streets, and lush gardens make it a pleasant place to explore. The city has numerous museums, including the Mohammed VI Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art, which showcases Morocco's thriving contemporary art scene. The Cella, an ancient Roman and medieval ruin, is another must-visit in Rabat. The site is covered in wildflowers and storks nest atop the old minaret, creating a picturesque scene that feels almost magical. Walking through the ruins, you can feel the layers of history from the Roman baths to the remnants of a medieval mosque. For a bit of relaxation, visit the Andalusian Gardens, located within the Casbah of the Udayas. These beautifully manicured gardens are a lovely spot for a leisurely stroll, with shaded pathways, fountains, and fragrant flowers. It's a wonderful place to take a break and soak in the tranquility. Next, let's talk about Casablanca. The name alone brings up images of old Hollywood glamour, doesn't it? While Casablanca is more of a commercial hub today, it still has its charm. The Hassan II Mosque is a stunning architectural feat, with its intricately designed interior and the tallest minaret in the world. It's one of the few mosques open to non-Muslims, and trust me, stepping inside is an experience you won't forget. Casablanca also has a thriving culinary scene. From upscale restaurants to street food vendors, there is something for everyone. The French colonial influence is still evident in the city's architecture, especially in neighborhoods like the Habas Quarter, where Art Deco buildings blend seamlessly with traditional Moroccan design. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to explore a city that's both modern and steeped in history? Casablanca offers just that. Rick's Cafe is a must-visit, modeled after the iconic setting in the movie Casablanca. While the movie was filmed in Hollywood, stepping into Rick's gives you that nostalgic feeling of stepping back into time, complete with a pianist playing as time goes by. The Corniche beachfront district is perfect for an evening walk. The Atlantic waves crashing against the shore, the smell of salt in the air, and the twinkling lights of the city make for a romantic and peaceful atmosphere. There are plenty of cafes and restaurants along the way where you can enjoy fresh seafood while watching the sunset. The central market of Casablanca is a great place to see the everyday life of the city. Vendors sell fresh fruits, vegetables, fish, and spices, and the hustle and bustle of the market is truly exhilarating. It's a great spot to pick up some local goodies or just enjoy the vibrant atmosphere. So there you have it, a journey through Morocco that's full of color, history, and incredible experiences. From the majestic Sahara Desert to the blue streets of Chefchaouen, every corner of this country has something unique to offer. Morocco is a land that leaves you spellbound, that makes you yearn to return. Whether it's exploring ancient Casbahs or sipping mint tea under the stars, there's something for everyone. And remember, the world is full of wonders. All you need to do is set your sights on them and go explore. Until next time, happy travels. And don't forget, keep that travel video 4000 running. The magic of Morocco awaits. Welcome to Japan is a curious mix of old world charm and modern innovation. Picture this. You're walking down a narrow lane, framed by ancient wooden houses, when suddenly, out of nowhere, a futuristic silent train zooms by in the distance. This is Japan, where the past and the future exist side by side in almost perfect harmony. Now, don't think for a second that Japan is all Zen temples and ramen shops, although it does have some great ones. It's also a place where neon lights shine as bright as the sun, trains come with their own concierges, and technology moves so fast you might think it's from another dimension. And yet, despite all that modern hustle and bustle, there's a respect for tradition that feels almost sacred. Curious? You should be. Japan's story is full of contrasts. It's a high-tech society wrapped in a kimono of cultural heritage. Its intriguing mix of the old and new brings together countless interesting facts that can boggle the mind. Did you know Japanese trains are among the most punctual in the world? With an average delay of just 18 seconds, they're more reliable than your favorite microwave. And here's another quirky one. Most Japanese adults have their own personal seal, called a hanko, which they use instead of signatures. Imagine if instead of signing documents you had to stamp them with your own personalized seal. But there's more to this fascinating country than its trains or hankos. Japan's life documents tell stories of deeply rooted values: honor, respect, perseverance, all of which shape not only the people, but also the places. Majestic Mount Fuji, that's considered both a natural wonder and a spiritual symbol, to the dynamic cities like Tokyo and Osaka that never sleep. Life in Japan is a series of contrasts that somehow work beautifully together. So if you're ready to explore ancient shrines, bustling cities, and serene landscapes, buckle up. This travel video fork experience is about to kick off. Japan offers an unparalleled opportunity for cultural immersion. Imagine sipping matcha tea in a centuries-old tea house, watching cherry blossoms fall like delicate pink snow, or hearing the hum of monks chanting, in the background as incense fills the air. It's a sensory overload, but one that fills you with tranquility rather than stress. This is the magic of Japan, a place where everything from the architecture to the food seems to hold a story that stretches back centuries. Ready to dig in even deeper? Let's uncover more about this enchanting nation. Interesting facts about Japan. Let's start with a few fun facts. Remember those punctual trains? Japan's railway operators are so obsessed with being on time that an apology is issued for delays longer than 60 seconds. Yes, you read that right. 60 seconds. You could boil an egg longer than that and they'd still be sorry about it. And let's not forget the hanko, the official stamp that serves as a signature for everything from banking to getting a library card. Can you imagine heading into your local bank and stamping a fancy seal instead of scribbling your signature? Well, that's everyday life in Japan. But beyond quirky traditions and extreme efficiency, there's a deeply artistic side to Japan too. The art of bonsai, which can be seen throughout cities like Saitama, is practiced with such dedication that some bonsai trees are over 800 years old. And how about those kimonos? Donning one can involve as many as 12 different layers, each with its own significance. Think of it like fashion, but with a meaningful twist. Plus, it's about as far from fast fashion as you can get. Oh, and one more thing for food lovers. Did you know Tokyo holds the world record for the most Michelin-starred restaurants of any city? And it's not just sushi either. Tokyo's culinary diversity is so impressive that you could spend a lifetime eating through the city's incredible food scene without exhausting its offerings. Fancy a bowl of ramen at a Michelin-starred establishment. or perhaps an intimate kaiseki meal that captures the essence of each season. Tokyo offers these culinary adventures and so much more. And let's not forget, Japan is home to the world's shortest escalator. Yes, that's right, an escalator just 32.8 inches tall. It's located in the basement of Moore's department store in Kawasaki. And it's a quirky little testament to how even the mundane in Japan can be fascinating. Japan's love for efficiency also extends to its vending machines. With over 5 million vending machines scattered across the country, you can get everything from hot coffee to fresh eggs at the push of a button. Ever tried a can of hot corn soup from a vending machine? It's an unexpectedly comforting treat, especially in winter. All right, enough teasing. Let's get into the thick of it. Tokyo, the thriving capital. Tokyo is Japan's beating heart. It's the kind of place where modernity rises from every corner. But if you dig a little, you can find whispers of the past. Shinjuku District, for example, is the world's most populous metropolitan area. It buzzes with energy 24/7. Think Times Square, but 10 times more. This city is like a giant neon playground that demands your attention. Want sushi for breakfast? Done. A midnight sumo match? Why not? But for all the crazy options, Tokyo also has its serene spaces. You can find tranquility in places like the Meiji Shrine, hidden right in the middle of the city. It's almost like stepping out of the rabbit hole and into a Zen garden. Do you think you could manage a high-paced Tokyo lifestyle? Or would you be more at home in the temple gardens? Shibuya Crossing is something you just have to experience. A sea of people rushing in every direction all at once. It's chaos, yet there's something oddly beautiful about it. And then there's the food. Tokyo isn't called the culinary capital of the world for no reason. In fact, if you've ever tried sushi, you've probably tasted a hint of Tokyo's influence. Fun fact, there are over 200 Michelin-starred restaurants in Tokyo alone, ranging from tiny sushi bars to glamorous French bistros. So if you're a foodie, Tokyo might just be your heaven on earth. The variety in Tokyo is astounding. Not just the food, but the entertainment, the shopping, and the cultural experiences. Have you ever heard of cat cafes? Yes, they're as adorable as they sound. Tokyo even has owl cafes and hedgehog cafes. It's an animal lover's paradise in the most unexpected way. And don't forget the countless shrines where centuries-old traditions are still practiced daily. All this, wrapped in flashing lights and bustling streets, makes Tokyo an exciting juxtaposition of old and new, east and west. For those interested in technology, a visit to Odaiba is a must. This man-made island in Tokyo Bay boasts futuristic attractions such as the Unicorn Gundam statue and the Digital Art Museum by Team Lab. Imagine stepping into an interactive digital world where walls, floors, and ceilings are alive with color and movement. It's like diving into a travel video fork in real time. And if you're in the mood for something traditional, head over to Asukusa to see the iconic Senso-si Temple, Tokyo's oldest temple, where the scent of incense and the sound of wooden geta clogs create a nostalgic vibe that contrasts beautifully with Tokyo's modern skyline. Saitama, the quiet neighbor. Not far from Tokyo lies Saitama, a prefecture that doesn't receive as much hype, but deserves every bit of it. Picture a place that blends industry, agriculture, and bonsai, all in one. Yes, bonsai. Saitama is home to the Bonsai Art Museum, where you can see trees older than the United States. And who needs a time machine when you can just look at a bonsai that's been around for centuries? The prefecture also shines with its agricultural produce, vegetables and fruits that thrive under the Japanese sun. Food processing is a big deal here, and if you're lucky, you might even see some of the traditional festivals. Oh, and let's not forget soccer. Saitama's got a pretty strong passion for it, especially when it comes to the Urawa Red Diamonds. So who's up for catching a match? The contrast between bustling Tokyo and peaceful Saitama could not be starker. And yet, that's what makes a visit to Saitama so refreshing. It's the chance to unwind, to experience the slower side of Japan. Have you ever watched the meticulous care that goes into pruning a bonsai tree? It's almost meditative and seems to represent the slow-paced lifestyle of Saitama compared to Tokyo's frenzy. And while Saitama might seem like a sleepy neighbor, it has its thrills. For example, the Railway Museum in Omiya is a treasure trove for train enthusiasts. It showcases the evolution of Japan's railway network, complete with interactive exhibits, simulators, and historical locomotives. There's something magical about learning how trains, which represent modernity, have evolved alongside the nation itself. Feeling adventurous? Try rafting down the Nagatoro River. With its beautiful gorges and gentle rapids, it offers a refreshing escape from city life, making Saitama a well-rounded destination that's both soothing and exhilarating. Yamanashi, the Fruit Kingdom. Yamanashi is what I'd call Japan's natural paradise. Situated at the foot of Mount Fuji, Yamanashi's beauty is straight out of a travel video folk experience. It's filled with lush vineyards and stunning lakes that almost seem to glisten with happiness. If you love the outdoors, Yamanashi's got it all: hiking, fruit picking, and spiritual shrines like the Kitaguchi Hongu Fuji Sengen Shrine, where ancient traditions live on. Yamanashi is also famous for its grapes and peaches, often called the best in Japan. The weather is temperate, and the views are jaw-dropping, particularly around Lake Kawaguchi, which offers arguably the best view of Mount Fuji. If the sound of nature calls to you, there's hardly a better place to be. Another gem in Yamanashi is the Shozankyo Gorge, one of Japan's most scenic spots. It's not just a hiking destination, but also an art gallery brought to life by Mother Nature herself. The gorge is filled with dramatic cliffs, waterfalls, and beautiful foliage, making it a travel video fork dream come true. Have you ever imagined what it's like to walk through a canyon where every step makes you feel closer to nature? That's what Yamanashi gives you: a deep, intrinsic connection to the natural world. And let's not overlook Fuji-Q Highland, a thrilling amusement park that sits in the shadow of Mount Fuji. It's famous for having some of the most intense roller coasters in the world. The juxtaposition of adrenaline-filled rides against the serene backdrop of Mount Fuji is an experience like no other. After a day of thrills, you can unwind in one of the many onsen in the area. Imagine relaxing in a hot spring bath with a view of Japan's iconic mountain. It's a true travel video fork moment. Mount Fuji, the majestic symbol. Mount Fuji is not just a mountain, it's an icon. A symbol of Japanese culture, spirituality, and beauty. towering at 1, 2, 3, 8 feet. It's the tallest mountain in Japan, and since 2013, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its perfectly conical shape makes it postcard perfect, but its allure is much deeper. For the Japanese, Mount Fuji is a place of worship, a beacon of resilience. And let's not forget, this volcano may look peaceful, but it's actually classified as active, though it hasn't erupted since 1707. In spring, the landscape around Mount Fuji becomes especially stunning, with cherry blossoms adding vibrant hues of pink to the scenery. The mountain is more than a photo op, it's a spiritual experience. Hiking up Fuji is not for the faint of heart, but the experience is so rewarding. It'll give you a new appreciation for nature. After all, there's something profoundly moving about watching the sunrise from Japan's highest point. Mount Fuji's lakes are also worth mentioning. Lake Kawaguchi, one of the Fuji 5 lakes, is particularly famous for reflecting the mountain's grandeur. Taking a boat ride across the lake as Mount Fuji looms in the background is a scene straight out of a travel video fork. The moment is serene, calming, and awe-inspiring. It's almost as if time stops when you're surrounded by such natural magnificence. Another attraction worth noting is the Fuji Subaru Line 5th station, the highest point you can reach by vehicle, located halfway up the mountain. Here, you can take in spectacular views of the surrounding landscapes, or simply breathe in the crisp, cool mountain air. There's a sense of humility and wonder standing at the base of this mighty peak, knowing that countless pilgrims have made the same journey over the centuries. Ishigaki Island, Japan, tropical haven. If you've ever dreamt of a tropical paradise, Ishigaki Islands are where you'll find it. The East China Sea cradles these beautiful islands that boast stunning turquoise waters, crystal clear beaches, and colorful coral reefs. Imagine snorkeling alongside vibrant schools of fish while gentle waves cradle you. That is Ishigaki in a nutshell. The culture here is a blend of Japanese and Ryukyu influences, which makes it even more exciting to explore. Want to see the famous Kabira Bay? Let me save you a ticket. Emerald waters, white sand, and a shoreline dotted with lush vegetation, it almost feels surreal. Swimming is prohibited here to protect the ecosystem, but taking a boat tour allows you to enjoy its beauty without disturbing the delicate balance. Adventure seekers, you might want to try hiking up Mount Omoto, the tallest peak on the island. Ishigaki is also known for its distinct local cuisine, which combines the bounty of the sea with the distinct flavors of Okinawan cuisine. How about some fresh sashimi caught right before your eyes? Ishigaki gives you the feeling of being connected with nature, while also showcasing the hospitality and warmth of local Japanese culture. Have you ever wondered what it's like to taste food that's as fresh as the ocean breeze itself? Well, Ishigaki delivers just that. And it's not just about the beaches. Adventure a little inland and you'll discover lush mangrove forests teeming with wildlife. Kayaking through these mangroves is an experience straight out of a travel video fork. The gentle rustling of leaves, the splash of your paddle, and the occasional bird call create a soundtrack that's as soothing as it is invigorating. Whether you prefer water sports or exploring the unique cultural heritage of Ishigaki, there's always something awe-inspiring waiting around the corner. Hiroshima, resilience and reflection. Ah, Hiroshima, a city with a name synonymous with resilience. Although Hiroshima has a tragic history, it's also a beacon of hope, showing us what can be rebuilt with determination and courage. The Peace Memorial Park stands as a solemn reminder of the events of 1945, and there's something deeply moving about seeing the atomic bomb dome still standing. Visiting the Peace Memorial Museum is both somber and enlightening, and it serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of peace. Not far away, you can find natural beauty too. Mount Misen, with its beautiful shrines and stunning views, gives you a chance to breathe in the fresh air and remember that the world is as beautiful as it is fragile. Hiroshima's transformation is nothing short of a miracle, and you'll find the warmth of its people as captivating as the sights. Walking along the streets of Hiroshima today, you would never guess the hardships the city endured. Today it's bustling, full of life, and there's an undeniable sense of community that defines Hiroshima. Eating Hiroshima-style okonomiyaki, a savory pancake filled with cabbage, noodles, and pork, is a delightful culinary experience that speaks of the city's resilience. After all, what better way to understand a city than through its food? If you're interested in something a little more spiritual, consider taking the ferry to Miyajima Island, just a short distance from Hiroshima. The journey across the water is as much a part of the experience as the destination itself. With Mount Mizan towering in the background, Miyajima Island feels like a sanctuary, somewhere to reflect, to reconnect with oneself, and to appreciate the endurance of the human spirit. Itsukushima Shrine, the floating beauty. Itsukushima Shrine, located on Miyajima Island, feels almost magical. During high tide, its famous Torii Gate appears to float on water, giving the entire site an ethereal feel. The shrine itself was built in 593, but what's even more fascinating is the rich history and architectural ingenuity that make it appear as if it's part of the sea. Walking through its pathways, with the waves lapping gently below, you can't help but feel a deep connection with the natural world. The island of Miyajima is also famous for its friendly deer, which wander freely across the island and seem to pose for pictures with tourists. These deer are considered sacred, which adds to the charm and mystical appeal of the shrine. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to share your travels with an adorable companion? In Miyajima, you're never truly alone. Would you like to see Mount Fuji up close, or stroll beneath the iconic Torii Gate in Itsukushima? For me, there's no wrong answer here. They're both experiences that will leave you breathless. Miyajima is more than just its shrine. Take a cable car ride up Mount Mizan, and you'll be rewarded with panoramic views of the Seto Inland Sea. If you're lucky, you might even see a family of Japanese macaques playing among the trees. And when you're ready to descend, why not stay a little longer to watch the sunset behind the Torii Gate? The changing colors reflected on the water make for a breathtaking scene, definitely a travel video fork moment. Hakone, relaxation at its finest. Podé is Japan's ultimate relaxation zone, and let me tell you, there's nothing quite like soaking in a natural hot spring after a long day of exploring. Located just 60 miles from Tokyo, Hakone is known for its onsen, hot springs, incredible views of Mount Fuji, and even museums dedicated to the arts. I mean, how often can you say you went from soaking in a thermal bath to viewing Picasso's work? All within a day. The natural beauty of Hakone is simply enchanting, with Lake Ashi providing some of the most picturesque views you'll find in Japan. But Hakone is more than just onsen. It's a place where you can take a leisurely cruise across the lake while enjoying the spectacle of Mount Fuji in the background. Hakone is also the gateway to some incredible hiking trails that take you through lush green forests and past ancient shrines. And let's talk about the Hakone Open Air Museum, which is an incredible fusion of nature and art. The sculptures are nestled among hills and gardens, making it feel as if the artwork is part of the landscape itself. The experience here is like stepping into a living travel video fork masterpiece, where you not only view art but become a part of it. Kyoto, a timeless cradle of culture. If Tokyo is Japan's future, Kyoto is his history. For over 1,000 years, this was the capital of Japan, and its ancient traditions have been wonderfully preserved. Kyoto's temples are legendary. Kinkakuje, the Golden Pavilion, shines in the sunlight like a treasure. And walking through Fushimi Inari's Torii gates is like walking into another era. And don't forget Gion, the historic Geisha district. Seeing a geisha move gracefully through the narrow streets of Gion is like stepping into a scene from old Japan. Want a cultural experience? Try Kyoto's matcha tea ceremony. It's equal parts tradition and deliciousness. And if you're feeling up for it, explore Arashiyama's famous bamboo grove. It's one of those places that's even better in person, with bamboo stalks rising to the sky and creating an otherworldly atmosphere. Travel video fork moments are practically guaranteed. Kyoto's also known for its seasonal beauty, cherry blossoms in spring, vibrant green leaves in summer, fiery colors in autumn, and a snowy charm in winter. The Philosopher's Path, lined with cherry blossoms, is a particularly popular spot for contemplation. Ever wanted to take a leisurely walk while thinking deep thoughts surrounded by ethereal beauty? Kyoto makes you feel like a character in a classic Japanese haiku. Fushimi Inari Shrine. Fushimi Inari is one of those places you have to see to believe. Imagine thousands of vibrant red torii gates snaking up Mount Inari in seemingly endless rows. It's dedicated to Inari, the deity of agriculture, and walking through the Tori feels like you're on a pilgrimage to another realm. Along the way, you'll spot fox statues everywhere. Foxes are considered Inari's messengers, and they're also kind of adorable. If you're feeling adventurous, the trail leads you all the way up the mountain, with each stop offering breathtaking views of Kyoto. Plus, the higher you go, the fewer tourists you'll see, so you can have those travel video fork moments all to yourself. Have you ever experienced walking through a tunnel of color, where each step takes you deeper into serenity? Fushimi Inari offers exactly that, a meditative journey where the rhythmic passing of Torii gates gives you a sense of timelessness. The experience is as spiritual as it is visual. If you're visiting Kyoto during a festival, you're in for a treat. Fushimi Inari hosts several throughout the year, including Hatsu-uma, which celebrates the shrine's founding. Watching locals dressed in colorful kimonos, the sight of torii gates, and the echoes of drums and flutes create an atmosphere of unity and reverence. It's an immersion into a Japan that has been meticulously preserved for generations. Nara is a place that feels like it's out of a fairy tale. It was Japan's first official capital, and it remains a city steeped in culture. One of its main attractions is Todaiji Temple, which houses the largest bronze Buddha statue in Japan. And if you're wondering why Nara is known as the land of sacred deer, well, it's because over 1,000 deer roam freely through Nara Park. These friendly creatures are considered sacred, and legend has it, they are messengers of the gods. Walking through Nara Park, you'll see deer bowing to tourists in exchange for treats. No joke, these deer have mastered the art of politeness better than most humans, which makes them an absolute delight to meet. Nara also offers several other captivating temples and shrines, like Kasuga Taisha, which is adorned with hundreds of stone and bronze lanterns. During special festivals, the lanterns are lit, transforming the area into a glowing wonderland. Ever seen thousands of lanterns light up at once? It's a breathtaking scene, straight out of a travel video fork compilation, only experienced in person. From the skyscrapers of Tokyo to the serene gardens of Kyoto, Japan, is a country that's endlessly fascinating. Whether you're soaking in an onsen in Hakone, trekking through the bamboo groves of Arashiyama, or having a polite deer bow to you in Nara, there's something new to discover around every corner. This is a place where tradition meets technology, where nature and culture coexist in perfect harmony. And isn't that what makes traveling so wonderful? Experiencing the unexpected, the contrast, and the magic of new places? Japan offers all that and more, wrapped in a kimono of charm and an LED-lit skyline of wonder. So, whether you want to explore Shirakawa-go's storybook village or experience the vibrant streets of Osaka, Japan will not disappoint. As they say in Japan, tabi wa michizuri wo nasake, which translates roughly to, on a journey, we are all travelers together. Let's continue this journey of discovery. Until next time, safe travels. And may your next adventure be as beautiful as Japan's cherry blossoms in spring. Travel video fork moments await. You just need to grab your passport. Welcome to your Philippines. Close your eyes and picture a place where you can see a perfect volcano, swim in crystal clear waters, and walk through streets that transport you back in time. Now open them because you're about to journey through the Philippines where all these experiences and more await you. Welcome to a country with over 7,000 islands, each with its own story, culture, and charm. Life here is vibrant, filled with laughter, music, and the unmistakable warmth of Filipino hospitality. The Philippines is a unique land full of wonders that blend nature, history, and human creativity. Did you know that there are more than 175 languages spoken across these islands? That's right, each island seems to have its own culture and language. The jeepney, for example, is not just a mode of transport, it's a cultural icon. These colorful, decorated vehicles are like moving works of art, giving you a taste of Filipino ingenuity. In this travel documentary, I will take you beyond the well-known tourist hotspots and help you discover the lesser-known but equally incredible places. We will mix iconic destinations with hidden gems, giving you a perfect blend of everything the Philippines has to offer. Ready to start our travel video 4000 journey? Let's dive in. The Philippines is full of unique and fascinating features. Let's start with the jeepney, those colorful, flashy vehicles used as public transport all over the country. After World War II, the locals converted surplus military jeeps into these vibrant buses, adding their own artistic touches. Now, they're an icon of Filipino culture, and they're as much a part of the Philippines as pizza is to Italy. Ever taken a ride in one? It's a bumpy but exhilarating experience. Another fun fact is the Chocolate Hills in Bohol. Picture over 1,200 cone-shaped hills spread across the landscape like giant chocolate drops. During the dry season, these hills turn a rich brown, hence the name. How about the Bano Race Terraces? Carved into the mountains more than 2,000 years ago, these terraces are so impressive they're often called the eighth wonder of the world. Now imagine farming those steep terraces by hand. It makes you appreciate your grocery store produce, doesn't it? The Philippines also has more than 300 volcanoes, with 24 of them active. Among them is Mount Mayon, famous for its perfect cone shape. This beauty is a reminder of how nature can be both breathtaking and powerful. But there's more. The Philippines is home to the world's smallest primate, the Philippine tarsier. These tiny creatures have eyes bigger than their brains. Trust me, it's cuter than it sounds. From iconic transportation to natural wonders, every aspect of the Philippines tells a story of resilience, creativity, and diversity. Now let's venture to Samar, an island that's often overlooked by tourists. But those who make the journey here are rewarded with natural wonders that are almost too beautiful to believe. Picture gliding through crystal clear waters, surrounded by towering limestone cliffs covered in lush greenery. This is Sohoton Cove, a paradise that feels like it's been hidden away from the world. The real stars of Samar are its caves. The island has an extensive network of caves, some of which remain unexplored. The Longobinaba cave system is the largest in the country. Imagine walking into a cave so massive that it could fit several football fields inside. With stalactites hanging like chandeliers and rivers flowing through its depths, it's a place that will leave you in awe. But Samar has more to offer beyond its caves. Have you ever heard of the Taringban Falls? Hidden in the lush forest, Taringban Falls is one of the most breathtaking waterfalls in Samar. The cascading water flows over rocks and greenery, creating a serene, almost magical atmosphere. Reaching the falls requires a short trek, but every step is worth it when you're greeted by such a stunning natural spectacle. Doesn't that sound like the perfect travel video 4000 moment? Leaving the underground wonders of Samar, we find ourselves on a bridge to new adventures. The San Juanico Bridge connects Samar to Leyte, and it's the longest bridge in the Philippines. As you drive across its 1.24 miles, you'll enjoy spectacular views of the San Juanico Strait below. The journey itself is part of the adventure. Next up is Leyte, where natural beauty meets history. Calangaman Island is an unspoiled paradise. Imagine a narrow sandbar stretching out into crystal clear turquoise waters. It's like walking on water. Here you can swim, sunbathe, or simply take in the beauty of your surroundings. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to stand on a beach that feels endless? Here you can find out. Leyte also has a deep historical significance. The Gulf of Leyte was the site of one of the largest naval battles in history. You can visit the MacArthur Landing Memorial National Park, where statues commemorate General Douglas MacArthur's famous return to the Philippines during World War II. It's a powerful reminder of the island's historical importance. And then there's Lake Danao, a guitar-shaped lake surrounded by mountains and dense forests. It's perfect for kayaking, birdwatching, or enjoying a quiet picnic. The lake is a peaceful spot where you can reconnect with nature, a must for any travel video 4000 enthusiast. Another natural wonder in Leyte is the Tongnanan Hot Springs National Park. Imagine relaxing in naturally heated pools surrounded by lush vegetation. The geothermal activity in this area not only powers these hot springs, but also serves as a source of renewable energy for the region. The warmth of the water and the serenity of the surroundings make it the perfect spot to unwind after a day of exploration. From Leyte, we journey to Surigao del Sur, where magic and nature intertwine. Have you ever seen a river that seems to glow? The Enchanted River is a deep blue wonder that looks otherworldly. Swimming here feels like floating in a gemstone. And here's the best part: at noon every day, the river's fish are fed, and they appear as if summoned by magic. It's a surreal experience. The region also boasts Tinuyan Falls, a 311-foot wide waterfall, often called the Niagara Falls of the Philippines. Here you can swim in the pools at the base or even venture behind the curtain of water. It's a humbling experience standing so close to such a powerful force of nature. But the magic doesn't stop there. Have you heard of the Britannia group of islands? This collection of 24 islets, each with its own unique charm, is perfect for island hopping. Picture yourself hopping from one island to another, each more beautiful than the last, with powdery white sand beaches and crystal clear waters. It's the kind of adventure that belongs in a travel video 4000 montage, filled with laughter, sea breezes, and sun-kissed moments. Surigao del Sur is also home to the Laswadan Falls, where waves crash over rock formations to create a spectacular water display. It's like watching Mother Nature put on her own fountain show. Doesn't that sound like the perfect travel video 4000 scene? We continue our adventure on Camiguin, an island shaped by fire and water. With 7 volcanoes on this tiny island, Camiguin boasts more volcanoes per square mile than anywhere else in the world. Thankfully, most are dormant, creating a stunning landscape. One of the highlights is White Island, a sandbar that appears and disappears with the tides. Standing on its white sand, you have a panoramic view of Camiguin's volcanoes. It's a surreal feeling to be surrounded by so much beauty. Have you ever seen anything like it? Camiguin also has its mysteries. The sunken cemetery, marked by a giant cross, is a result of volcanic activity in the 1870s. Today you can take a boat ride out to the cross or snorkel over the submerged graves. It's an eerie yet fascinating glimpse into the island's history. Another must-see is Catabawasan Falls, a 250-foot waterfall that plunges into a crystal-clear pool surrounded by lush greenery. The water is refreshingly cool, and the surrounding area is perfect for a quiet picnic. Imagine taking a dip in the cool waters of the falls after a hike. It's the kind of experience that makes you feel truly connected to nature. Camiguin is also famous for its Lanzones festival, held every October to celebrate the harvest of the sweet, small, grape-like fruit called lanzones. The streets come alive with colorful decorations, parades, and street dancing as locals and visitors alike enjoy the festivities. It's a wonderful opportunity to experience Filipino culture and hospitality at its best. Don't leave Camiguin without trying pastel, a sweet bun filled with yema, a local custard made from egg yolks and condensed milk. And if you're a coffee lover, make sure to try the locally grown coffee. It's rich, flavorful, and perfect for starting another day of exploring. From volcanoes to waterfalls, our next stop is Iligan City, also known as the City of Waterfalls. Maria Cristina Falls is the crown jewel here, a twin waterfall that provides electricity to much of Mindanao. Imagine standing before two streams of water plunging nearly 320 feet into a misty pool. It's a breathtaking sight. Nearby, Mambalat Falls provides a quieter escape, with cascades creating natural pools that are perfect for swimming. The water is cool and refreshing, ideal for a hot day. And then there's Tinego Falls, or the Hidden Falls. To reach it, you have to descend about 500 steps into a ravine, but it's worth every step. Picture a cascade of water plunging into a blue-green pool surrounded by dense forest, an image that's made for Travel Video 4000. But there's more to Iligan's charm. Have you heard of Dodianan Falls? This lesser-known waterfall is just as beautiful as its famous counterparts. A 65-foot cascade plunges into a natural pool, and the surrounding area is lush and untouched. It's the perfect place for those who want to experience the tranquility of nature without the crowds. Another highlight is Timoga Springs, a series of natural spring-fed pools that are perfect for cooling off. The water here is crystal clear and always refreshingly cool. It's a popular spot for locals and tourists alike, and the perfect place to relax after a day of exploring the city's many waterfalls. Now, let's head to Zamboanga, also known as the City of Flowers. The streets are painted in shades of pink, purple, and orange, thanks to the abundance of bougainvillea. But Zamboanga's colors don't stop there. Have you ever walked on a pink beach? On Great Santa Cruz Island, you can. The sand gets its rosy hue from crushed coral, making it one of the most unique beaches in the world. Zamboanga also offers a fascinating glimpse into local life. One of the most interesting places to visit is the water village, where houses are built on stilts over the water. These traditional homes offer a glimpse into a way of life that has remained largely unchanged for generations. Walking along the wooden boardwalks, you'll see fishermen mending their nets and children playing in the shallow waters below. It's an authentic look at life in the Philippines. For those who love culture, don't miss the chance to visit the Talugsangay Mosque. With its bright red domes, it's not just a place of worship but also a symbol of the city's rich Islamic heritage. The peaceful atmosphere here is perfect for reflection, and the stunning architecture makes it a must-see. Another cultural gem in Zamboanga is the Yakan Weaving Village. Here, you can watch local artisans create intricate hand-woven textiles using traditional techniques passed down through generations. The vibrant patterns and colors are a testament to the skill and creativity of the Yakan people. If you're looking for a unique souvenir, these hand-woven fabrics are a beautiful way to take a piece of Zamboanga's culture home with you. And then there's the famous Vinta Festival, held every October. The festival features traditional colorful sailboats known as vintas, which have become a symbol of Zamboanga. The sight of these boats with their vibrant sails gliding across the water is truly breathtaking. It's a celebration of the city's maritime heritage and the diverse cultures that have shaped it. From Zamboanga, we head to Sikir, an island often called the Island of Fire or the Mystic Island. Don't worry, there's nothing scary about it, just a lot of wonders to discover. Sequage is known for its stories of magic and healing. Locals tell tales of witches and healers, and whether you believe in magic or not, there's something enchanting about this island. One of the most famous landmarks is the 400-year-old Bailey tree. Standing in front of this ancient giant, with its massive roots reaching out like arms, you can't help but feel a sense of awe. The tree is said to be home to spirits, and it adds to the island's mystic charm. But Sequoia isn't just about mysticism, it's also blessed with natural beauty. Imagine pristine beaches with crystal clear water, perfect for swimming or snorkeling. Cambugahai Falls, with its series of turquoise pools, is another highlight. You can swim in the pools or swing from a rope into the water below. It's like something out of a travel video 4000 fantasy. Next, we journey to Bohol, home to the famous Chocolate Hills. Picture over 1,200 perfectly cone-shaped hills, stretching as far as the eye can see. During the dry season, these hills turn a rich brown color, resembling giant chocolate drops scattered across the landscape. It's a sight that's almost too perfect to be real. But Bohol is more than just the chocolate hills. Take a cruise down the Lobok River, where you can glide along emerald waters surrounded by lush tropical forests. You might even hear local musicians performing on floating restaurants. It's a feast for all your senses. And speaking of feasts, have you heard of the Bohol Bee Farm? This organic farm offers dishes made with flowers and herbs grown right there on the farm. How about some squash muffins or herb-infused ice cream? For beach lovers, Alona Beach is a must-visit. With its white sand and crystal clear waters, it's perfect for swimming, snorkeling, or simply soaking up the sun. You might even spot some dolphins if you're lucky. And don't miss the man-made mahogany forest, a 1.2-mile stretch of densely planted mahogany trees, creating a tunnel-like effect that's both beautiful and slightly eerie. It's another travel video 4000 highlight. Now, let's explore Cebu, often called the Queen City of the South. Cebu City is a vibrant mix of old and new. Imagine modern skyscrapers standing next to centuries-old churches. It's like taking a journey through time. Did you know that Cebu is home to the oldest street in the Philippines? Colon Street has been a bustling center of commerce since the 16th century. And it's a great place to experience local culture. For nature lovers, Cebu offers Kawasan Falls. Picture a series of 3 waterfalls, each with its own crystal clear turquoise pool. The water here is so blue it almost looks unreal. You can swim in these refreshing pools, or if you're feeling adventurous, try canyoning, jumping off cliffs, sliding down natural water slides, and swimming through canyons. It's not for the faint-hearted, but it's an experience you'll never forget. For history buffs, a visit to Magellan's Cross is a must. This Christian cross was planted by Portuguese and Spanish explorers in 1521, marking the arrival of Christianity in the Philippines. The cross is housed in a small chapel, and it's a significant symbol of Cebu's history and culture. Cebu is also known for its Sinulog Festival, held every January. This grand celebration is in honor of the Santo Niño, Holy Child, and features street dancing, colorful costumes, and lively parades. The energy of the festival is infectious, and it's a wonderful way to experience the vibrant culture of Cebu. From Cebu, we head to Palawan, often called the Philippines' last frontier. This island is home to some of the most beautiful landscapes you'll ever see. In Puerto Princesa, the capital city, you can visit the Subterranean River National Park. home to one of the longest underground rivers in the world. Imagine boating through dark caverns surrounded by incredible rock formations. It's an adventure like no other. Further north is El Nido, a place that looks like it's straight out of a postcard. Crystal clear turquoise waters dotted with limestone islands covered in lush greenery create a view that will take your breath away. Did you know that El Nido is home to some of the oldest human settlements in the Philippines? Archaeologists have found evidence of human life here, dating back 22,000 years. For divers, Coron is a paradise. Famous for its World War II shipwrecks, these sunken ships have become artificial reefs teeming with marine life. Even if you're not a diver, you can still enjoy Coron's beauty by visiting Cagayan Lake, often called the cleanest lake in Asia. The water is so clear you can see right to the bottom. It's a sight you'll want to capture for your Travel Video 4000 collection. For a more laid-back experience, visit Port Barton, a small coastal village that offers a quieter alternative to the more popular destinations in Palawan. Here you can relax on uncrowded beaches, enjoy fresh seafood, and take boat trips to nearby islands and snorkeling spots. It's the perfect place to slow down and soak in the natural beauty of Palawan. And so ends our journey through the Philippines, a land of enchanting islands, rich culture, and endless beauty. Whether it's the serene beaches of Palawan, the majestic Mayan volcano, or the historic streets of Vigan, the Philippines is a place that offers something for everyone. Exploration isn't just about seeing new places, it's about feeling, experiencing, and connecting with the world around you. So, what part of the Philippines would you like to explore first? Is it the vibrant culture, the stunning natural wonders, or perhaps the history that calls to you? Whatever it is, I promise it will be an adventure worth taking. Until next time, happy travels and keep creating those Travel Video 4000. Welcome to Indonesia. Indonesia, folks, isn't just another tropical paradise. No, sir. It's a sprawling archipelago with over 177,000 islands, each more interesting than the last. You could almost get lost here and be happy about it. This diverse country offers something for everyone: beautiful landscapes, captivating cultures, fascinating wildlife, and delicious food. It's like a never-ending episode of your favorite Travel Video 4000 series, bringing you closer to places you didn't know you wanted to see. From bustling cities like Jakarta to the serene and enchanting beaches of Bali, Indonesia is brimming with treasures waiting to be explored. Did you know that Indonesia is home to Komodo dragons, the world's largest lizard? They only roam freely here, nowhere else in the wild. And here's something that might surprise you: Indonesia is the fourth most populous country globally, with Java being the most crowded island on the planet. That's a lot of people, yet they manage to squeeze in lush green rice terraces, rich culture, and more temples than you can count. It's safe to say there's always a place or an experience that'll catch your eye in this country. In today's Travel Video 4000 adventure, we're taking you through famous tourist destinations and lesser-known gems. I'll be your guide, sharing my personal take on places that I'm sure will pique your curiosity. Shall we start? Let's start with some amazing facts. Indonesia is made up of over 177,000 islands. Yes, you read that right. There are islands so tiny they almost get washed away by the waves, and others so big they could fit entire countries. Java, for instance, is the world's most populous island with over 141 million people. Imagine that, more people on one island than in entire countries. Yet, despite the people, Java is also famous for its emerald green rice terraces and a spectacular volcanic landscape. Oh, and speaking of volcanoes, Indonesia is no stranger to Mother Nature's fiery mountains. Sitting atop the Ring of Fire, Indonesia boasts more than 130 active volcanoes. If you've ever wanted to get up close to a real, smoking, sometimes lava-spewing volcano, Indonesia is your go-to. Imagine capturing this raw, natural power in a travel video. 4K, a scene so stunning that you might never want to leave your screen. The fun doesn't end here. Indonesia's wildlife diversity is beyond impressive. Besides the infamous Komodo dragons, you have Sumatran orangutans with their deep orange fur, and even an elusive blue glow from the sulfuric flames at Kawah, Ijen in East Java. Indonesia's rich biodiversity is a story for the ages. From incredible underwater wonders to lush rainforests, the country packs a punch. Makes you want to put on your adventure hat and dive into the unknown, doesn't it? Oh, and did I mention that Indonesia was once known as the Spice Islands? Particularly the Maluku Islands, where spices like nutmeg, cloves, and mace were once worth their weight in gold. These spices fueled exploration, sparked trade wars, and influenced world cuisines. Today, you can still find traces of this rich history in Indonesia's diverse and flavorful culinary scene. Indonesia is also home to incredible cultural diversity, with over 700 languages spoken across the archipelago. This diversity has given birth to some of the world's most fascinating festivals and rituals, like the Pasala festival in Sumba, where people ride horses and perform traditional ceremonies that date back centuries. This cultural mosaic is what makes exploring Indonesia so rewarding. Every island has its own distinct customs, food, and ways of life. Our journey starts in Jakarta, Indonesia's capital. A bustling city with more cars than you can imagine, Jakarta has its charm, and the rich history is well worth a visit. You might think, why should I visit a city known for traffic jams? But Jakarta is more than its traffic. From towering skyscrapers to colonial neighborhoods, it's a place of contrasts that will leave you intrigued. Have you ever heard of Monas? This towering 433-foot monument symbolizes Indonesia's independence. And from its observation deck, you get to see the entire city if you can brave the lines. The Old Town area, Kota Tua, offers a time-traveling experience with its charming Dutch colonial buildings. Oh, and Jakarta Cathedral sits just across the largest mosque in Southeast Asia, Istiqlal Mosque. Isn't it fascinating how these places of worship coexist, highlighting Indonesia's diverse culture? If you love learning about different cultures, and who doesn't, you have to visit Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, an expansive park showcasing Indonesia's diverse traditions. It's the ultimate Instagrammable travel video 4,000 opportunity. Jakarta has another trick up its sleeve, its food scene. You'll want to try nasi goreng, gado-gado, or head to Jalan Sabang for some street food that will delight your taste buds. Trust me, after a few bites of sate, you'll be hooked. For something even more special, consider visiting Glodok, Jakarta's bustling Chinatown. This area is full of character, offering a mix of temples, food stalls, and unique cultural experiences. Plus, the energy of Glodok at night is perfect for capturing in travel video. 4K lantern-lit streets, sizzling food carts, and an atmosphere that can't be beat. And if you're looking for some green space amidst the urban sprawl, try visiting Ragunan Zoo or Taman Suropati. Ragunan Zoo is one of the oldest zoos in Indonesia, and you can see animals native to the country, like the majestic Sumatran tiger and orangutans. Taman Suropati, on the other hand, is a lovely park where locals relax, play music, and even practice traditional Javanese dances. It's these little spots that make Jakarta feel less like a concrete jungle and more like a living, breathing community. From bustling Jakarta, let's head to Belitung Island. Located off the eastern coast of Sumatra, Belitung is one of Indonesia's hidden gems. It's all about white sandy beaches, crystal clear waters, and unique granite boulders. If a postcard-perfect beach is what you're after, you've come to the right place. Tangier Beach is the star of Belitung. Giant granite boulders decorate its shores, making it feel like you're on another planet. Want to go snorkeling? Belitung is perfect for that too. Not to mention you get to capture this in a beautiful travel video 4000, showcasing Belitung's pristine turquoise waters and its relaxing vibe. Belitung's culture is as fascinating as its landscape. This island has been influenced by Malay, Chinese, and Bugis ethnic groups. You'll find a delightful mix of cultures in their traditional dances, music, and especially in their food. Now, who's ready for some seafood? If you're in the mood for some history, Belitung also offers an interesting glimpse into Indonesia's colonial past. You can visit Lengkuas Island and see the 19th century Dutch lighthouse still standing proudly today. Imagine climbing up and enjoying panoramic views of the ocean. It's a scene straight out of a travel video 4000, and a gentle reminder of the maritime heritage that shaped these islands. Belitung isn't just about its coastal beauty, it also has some amazing inland experiences. Take Bukit Pangkuan, for example, an adventurous spot where you can go zip-lining through the forest or explore caves. There's also Danau Kalan, a stunning blue lake surrounded by white coal and rock formations that give it a surreal, almost lunar landscape. It's the kind of place where you pause and wonder if you're still on Earth, making it a perfect addition to your travel video 4000. Next up is Yogyakarta, commonly referred to as Yogya, a city rich in heritage and culture, and undoubtedly one of my favorite places to visit. If you want a taste of Indonesia's history and art scene, this is the place to be. The city has an undeniable charm with its blend of ancient temples and a vibrant local arts culture. The Sultan's Palace, known as Kraton, is the heart of Yogya and a great place to learn about local traditions. Just nearby you have Borobudur, the world's largest Buddhist temple, and Prambanan, an exquisite Hindu temple complex. Fun fact, these temples are UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and both offer stunning sunrise views that look straight out of a travel video 4000. Malioboro Street is the shopping hub of Yogyakarta. Imagine busy stalls selling everything from batik clothing to local snacks. The lively atmosphere, combined with traditional music playing in the background, makes it a truly immersive experience. And if you're lucky, you might catch a wayang kulit shadow puppet performance, a beautiful, ancient tradition that tells mythical tales from Hindu epics. If you're in Yogya, don't miss Taman Sari, the water castle, a former royal garden of the Sultan. This beautiful structure is a mix of pools, underground tunnels, and pavilions, making it a fascinating place to explore. The play of light and shadow here creates scenes that are perfect for travel video 4000 shots, with water glistening as you explore its intricate architecture. For those looking for a bit more adventure, Yogyakarta is also a gateway to Mount Merapi, an active volcano. You can take a jeep tour up its slopes to see the lava fields and learn about the history of the eruptions. Standing there, surrounded by the remnants of past eruptions, you can't help but feel humbled by the sheer power of nature. It's the kind of experience that makes your heart race, and one you'd want to share through an epic travel video 4000. Ever wanted to witness the beauty of a volcano at sunrise? Mount Bromo in East Java offers exactly that. At 7,641 feet, Mount Bromo, is surrounded by a surreal landscape called the Sea of Sand. It's an out-of-this-world experience, kind of like stepping onto another planet. Except this one is here on Earth, in travel video 4000 quality. Here's what you do: get up before dawn, find a spot on the nearby Tangier viewpoint, and watch as the sun rises behind Mount Bromo. The golden light illuminating the volcano and the surrounding mist-covered valley is truly breathtaking. It's a photographer's dream. Just be sure to bundle up, it can get surprisingly chilly up there. Are you up for the adventure of hiking up to the crater's edge? If so, you'll get to see Bromo's steaming crater and hear the deep rumbling that comes from within. It's an unforgettable experience. Just be ready for a little bit of a climb. And while you're in the area, don't miss a visit to the nearby Marrakesh Pura waterfall, a magnificent 660-foot cascade hidden within a narrow canyon. This enchanting waterfall is said to have been a meditation spot for an ancient Majapahit prime minister. Surrounded by lush greenery, it's a place that will make you feel one with nature, and your travel video 4000 footage will thank you for it. If you're looking for a unique and adrenaline-filled experience, consider a horseback ride across the Sea of Sand to reach the base of Mount Bromo. There's something incredibly cinematic about galloping across a vast volcanic plain with the wind in your face. Imagine that scene in your travel video 4K. It's pure adventure and beauty all wrapped in one. Bali is up next. It's almost impossible to talk about Indonesia without mentioning Bali. It's the island of the gods, and for good reason. With stunning landscapes that include lush rice terraces, scenic beaches, and forested volcanic mountains, Bali offers something for everyone. One of the best spots to catch a sunset is Uluwatu Temple, perched on a cliff that overlooks the ocean. You also don't want to miss the traditional kakak dance performed right there, with the sound of waves crashing in the background. For a travel video 4000 moment, you should head over to Tanah Lada Sea Temple, located on a rocky formation, especially at sunset. Bali is more than its beaches. Ubud, the cultural heart of the island, is filled with art galleries, craft shops, and the sacred monkey forest sanctuary. Whether you're hiking Mount Badar, relaxing at a waterfall, or enjoying the tranquil rice terraces at Tigalaling, there's no shortage of adventure or Instagram-worthy moments in Bali. For those looking to connect spiritually, Bali offers numerous yoga retreats and meditation centers. The island has a deep spiritual essence, with rituals and offerings being part of everyday life. Visiting during one of Bali's colorful festivals like Nyepi, the Day of Silence, adds an extra layer of cultural experience. It's something you'll definitely want to capture in Travel Video 4000, as it gives you a glimpse into the heart of Balinese culture. Bali also offers unique culinary experiences, like visiting a traditional warung for a home-cooked meal, or taking part in a cooking class to learn about the island's diverse spices and cooking techniques. How about a sunrise breakfast overlooking the rice terraces? These little moments make a trip to Bali special, and capturing them on Travel Video 4000 will make you fall in love with the island over and over again. Off the coast of Lombok, you'll find the Gili Islands, Gili Trawangan, Gili Meno, and Gili Air. Think of these as Bali's more laid-back siblings, car-free, cozy, and perfect for those wanting to unplug and relax. Gili Trawangan, or Gili T as the cool kids call it, is famous for its lively nightlife, while Gili Meno is a peaceful escape, perfect for honeymooners. Gili Air is a mix of both worlds, calm yet vibrant. Imagine pedaling along a narrow path, surrounded by swaying palms, with ocean views on both sides. It's the kind of place you want to include in your travel video 4000 montage of peaceful getaways. Whether you're diving among turtles or simply enjoying the incredible sunsets, the Gili Islands offer a slice of paradise that will leave you recharged and happy. If you're into snorkeling or diving, the underwater sculptures off Gili Meno are a must-see. These hauntingly beautiful statues have become part of the marine environment, offering a unique underwater experience. Swimming through these sculptures is like being in an art gallery beneath the waves. Just imagine the epic travel video 4000 footage you could capture. And when the day winds down, you can enjoy a beachside dinner under the stars. The Gili Islands are well known for their seafood barbeques, where you can pick your fresh catch and have it grilled to perfection right there on the sand. These magical evenings, with the sound of the ocean and the glow of lanterns, are the kind of moments you want to hold on to forever. And what better way to do that than with the Travel Video 4000. Next stop, Lombok. This island is often overshadowed by its famous neighbor Bali, but Lombok has a charm of its own. It's home to Mount Rinjani, Indonesia's second highest volcano, offering challenging yet rewarding hikes. The beaches here are untouched and equally gorgeous. Pink Beach, named for its blush-colored sands, is a great spot for snorkeling and swimming. Wouldn't it be thrilling to show friends a Travel Video 4000 featuring a beach with sand that's actually pink? Sasak culture is strong on Lombok. You'll find traditional music, dance, and crafts in abundance, a reminder of the rich cultural tapestry that makes Indonesia so special. For a cultural experience, visit a traditional Sasak village, like Said or Endi. These villages offer a glimpse into the everyday lives of the Sasak people, complete with thatched houses, local crafts, and warm hospitality. It's a meaningful experience that gives context to Lombok's culture and beauty, perfect for sharing in your Travel Video 4000. Lombok also has some spectacular waterfalls like Tu Kelep and Sendang Gile. These cascading wonders are hidden deep within the island's forests, making the journey to reach them an adventure in itself. Trekking through the lush jungle, feeling the spray of the waterfall in your face, and enjoying the refreshing waters below is an experience you wouldn't want to miss. It's like stepping into a tropical paradise. Imagine adding that to your Travel Video 4000 diary.